Hey, so I think we're probably all here. So welcome. Yeah, so we're on week 3 out of 4 on our rest and restore theme. So we had a little bit of a move around last week, a little bit different. We're back to our usual format. So every week to some extent is about rest and recovery. I'm looking a little bit more this week to explore the restore element, and that will kind of feed in anyway to next week, which is more of a lying down practice, the yoga nidra, which we'll do next week. Yeah, but I'll remind you about that later. So we've all in some way energized. Yeah, we've energized by getting up, or not getting up, by waking up. So is there something we need to do now, that between place when we don't want to wake up completely maybe, but we do want to be kind of alert to the moment? So it might be a stretch, it might be a yawn, it might be a moving of the fingers and the toes, it might be a mini shake out. So I'm just going through a list here, yeah, and you might find something in your own body that you need to do, so you can both allow energy to dissipate, but also bring energy back into kind of feeling sufficiently engaged and awake, and keep yawning, keep stretching if you need to. Okay, so we'll settle down, whatever our settling means now. So we might need to find a way to sit well, yeah, or to lie comfortably. So even just having that in the front of your mind for a moment, what would sitting well feel like today? So you might be in a different chair, you might be in a different room, you might be feeling in a particular way that you know that physically you might need different support. You might need something warm near to you, you might need to be closer to a window, you might be needing to have a drink to hand just to feel that if you need that extra little bit of hydration, that you've got it. So just finding what you need to settle, either something around you or the way you're sitting, and just be really conscious of what your own needs are now. Yeah, so we'll all be different. We'll all be different depending how long we've been up and how our body's feeling and how we slept. So being alive to the body now, being alive to the body, its connection with whatever you're lying on or sitting on. Can you really connect with what you're lying on or sitting on? Where the clothes touch the thing that you're lying or sitting on. Your bottom, your back, your legs. And being alive to how the spine feels. Does it feel alive at all? What would happen if you just gave it a little bit more sense of aliveness? Would that mean that would help? Or would it be too much? So enlivening the spine might be a little bit more of a reach through the crown of the head just for a moment, and then relaxing down into the pelvis. And any final kind of sighs of the breath or release of the breath, or a mini deepening of the breath to bring that part of yourself into the foreground, the breath, the inward, interior felt of aliveness and awakeness and connection. So we've got our body, we've got our breath. And we will be constantly reminded that we've got a mind. Yeah, it will be jumping and moving and questioning and judging and resting and quietening and awakening again. So that's what minds tend to do. So to some extent, we need to allow the mind to wander. And to some extent, we need to bring the mind into focus. And bringing the mind into focus usually means to focus upon. Yeah, so it needs something. It needs a hook, a hold, an anchor, a place to sit. So let the mind sit within the body, sit within the breath. Just invite it in to settle. Doesn't need to be pushed away. You can just live within the body and within the breath. So there's layers of settling down and settling in. So allowing each layer to arrive or to fall away. And respond to whatever needs that you have, that you need to respond to. So looking after yourself. And feeling looked after. Knowing by being here that you're giving yourself at least an opportunity to tune in to where you're up to. How rested you feel. Where the energy is in the body. Okay, so a question maybe to help. So if you imagine your whole body here, wherever you are, sitting, lying, and imagine the energy body and how full that might be. So is the body full of energy? Is it just a little bit drained at the moment? So is it not working on what you would expect at this time of year, at this time of day? So just having a little bit of exploration and see how you respond to that question. Where is the energy body? Is it something that interests you? Is it something you're unsure about? Is it something that doesn't quite make sense? Is your energy overflowing? Is the energy bright? Is the energy heavy? Is the energy impossible to get hold of? Is it running away, running away? As you look, as you notice, as you witness, are you more aware? energy body. Does it change? Do you see it inside? Do you feel it? Can you sense the buzz of the energy? Does it feed you? How does it make you feel? Can you touch the energy? Can you feel the energy in the hands and the feet? Is there energy traveling up the spine? Is there an energy deep down in the pelvis? What about the belly? Does the energy change as you look around? Does it stir? Does it move in different ways? Doesn't matter if you know, if you imagine, if you're unsure. You can just witness what you witness. Notice what you notice. How is the energy in the heart? How do we connect our energy to the energy of the earth? Are we drawing in? Are we letting go? Are we grounded by the earth? What about the energy around us? Is it tangible? Is it nearby? Is it further out into space? Is there any energy that needs to be released? Any energy that needs to be gently awakened? Is there an energy that needs to be all around us like a wearing of a cloak? Is there energy that needs to go deeper? How rested do we feel? How energized do we feel? No need to judge, just to notice. And could we imagine what it would feel like to be rested and restored completely? What would that look like? Sound like? Feel like? If only for a moment. We were full of the rest we needed. Full of the energy that gives us what we need to be, to act, to respond. Is there a flow? Is there a rhythm? Is there a shape, an image, a colour? Could you make it real? Where is your place, your state, your connection with the right sort of energy? Your safe place, your bright place. Place to recharge, place to heal, place to be nurtured. Could that state, that place, be brought into the body? Could it flow with the breath? Can you hold it now? Gently, tenderly. Can it be given the space to arrive? Can it be planted like a seed? Could it be picked and tasted? Could you take in the aroma? Could it be enough? Remembering, reminding, living with, opening to. Your store of energy. The energy from the earth, the energy from the space around you. The energy from your community. Being open to the energy that feeds you. Being able to let go of the energy that no longer feeds you. To allow energy to come around you. Release downwards or inwards. Allowing the flow. So allowing the energy of the day to start to be real. So there's a brightness today. Clouds have lifted and space is seen. More light in our world, in our day. So, having a little movement now. So whether that's moving the shoulders, having a yawn, making a bigger movement, just softening and looking and listening in to your day. So, well, I feel better. Okay, thank you for joining. So as I say, we'll be back next week. So next week is the yoga nidra session. So for most people, that's better just to be lying down. So I might see some of you, I might not see anybody. You might all be black boxes. If you want to get up and kind of do things and then come to yoga nidra, that's fine. So you could be lying down or you can be seated, yeah. But the idea is there is a possibility that you might fall asleep, yeah. So you just need to feel safe somewhere that you're not going to fall over, fall off something. Okay, have a lovely week and take your energy that you need, hopefully. Yeah, it's difficult to do, isn't it? But there's always a small opportunity, even if it's really, really small, just to get back to that. Okay, take care, everyone. Lovely to see you. See you next week.